So what's up? What's up? What's up? It's your boy Domuto. We're back with another video. All right. We've been watching the UnrealEntgaming Beyond Dragon Ball Super. You know what I'm saying? Goku training for the top 5. Vegeta training to be God of Destruction level. You know what I'm saying? Go Cooler and Frieza training to take over the multiverse. I don't know what the fuck they're trying to do. So I kind of skimmed through the next few videos. It's going to be Goku training. But I really want to skim through them. I didn't watch them. Skim through them. I'm really interested in the Vegeta parts in the next couple ones. So I'm just going to watch the Vegeta parts for this one. And then we'll see him, like, he get a new form in the thumbnail. So I'm like, I want to see that part. And then after that, we're going to watch Budo versus Goku. We're going to skip straight to that. You know what I'm saying? I see one of them, Goku goes through like a mirror realm and he sees like his other multiverse self, or him he's a great ape trying to control the power. We're going to skip to that. That'd be surprised. So after this video right here, we're starting the Budo versus Goku fight. I'm sorry if you want me to go in the order. I'm tired of waiting. I want to watch it. So let's get to it.
As our story continues now back on Beerus' planet, with Ultra Ego Vegeta now being shown having to meditate very intensely, as while Vegeta was shown doing this with Beerus carefully observing, it was only upon having to do so where Beerus went on to comment, "There can be no doubt that since coming here to refine his destructive power, Vegeta has grown exceptionally stronger when compared to where..."
You know, I think Vegeta is slowly becoming my favorite Dragon Ball character. It was always Gohan, then Goku, then maybe Future Trunks, then Vegeta. But I feel like Vegeta, he's not Gohan yet. I think he passed Goku, number 2.
He was before accepting my training. There was always something about Vegeta that I found to be quite different compared to Goku, and it's the killer nature he has sleeping within that makes him so dangerous, Beerus says. I'm truly beginning to wonder if he's ready to accept the title of apprentice if approved by the other destroyers, Beerus continues. He's looking to evolve that form of his. It's been clear since the day we started training. I can sense something different about him ever since we started his training. He's hardly taken any breaks, and he seems more devoted to mastering the power of destruction than ever. I'm starting to wonder, as Beerus went on to shout, "Release yourself from this meditation, Saiyan. It's time I have a word with you about something," with Vegeta asking, "You want to speak with me? And what exactly would this be about, Lord Beerus? I was almost done with what you wanted me to do," with Beerus responding, yeah, we'll resume and get back to that later. Tell me something, Vegeta. What is your purpose in life? This journey that you are taking, what exactly is it for, he asks. What is your end goal? You seem to respect me enough to not want my title as God of Destruction, and you clearly don't seem to lust after destructive power for evil. I take it that you are searching for something much deeper, am I right? Perhaps maybe an old debt that you wish to pay someone? Because why else would you train this hard, he asks. Now tell me, do you think you have what it takes to serve as my apprentice in this universe? With Vegeta responding, yes, I do. Then if you truly think you are ready to transcend both your body and your mind into absolute godhood, then your ultimate test will come now, Vegeta. Though you are just now beginning to experience such divine power, the true test comes from whether or not you can truly accept it, with Vegeta responding, "And what exactly does this mean? I already wield the power of a destroyer in my Ultra Ego form, so what else is there for me to do in order to fully cross into this realm?" As Beerus responds, "You will need to undergo a destroyer's ritual by attending the summit of the gods held by each of the destroyers from all 12 universes, Saiyan. Only then, if your mind, body, and spirit can accept and endure this process, will you only then truly evolve, as Vegeta responds, the summit of the gods. Oh, well, that's a first. Alright, and what exactly will I need to do in order to meet these requirements, he asks. Come with me and I will show you, Beerus responds. Attending such a sacred and elite chamber is not often given to mortals with such ease. Not to say that it's been easy for you, Vegeta, but if your heart and soul is where it needs to be, then you are ready. The only other mortal who came anywhere near where you are about to be was Universe 11's Pride Trooper Topo. The path you walk on requires everything from the person walking it in order for the journey to be worth the reward, Beerus continues. I've watched you very closely and you've impressed me non-stop since taking my advice to improve yourself. That was just step 1. Step 2 was to endure a destroyer's punishment, and I'll be honest, I didn't think you'd manage against me, but somehow you did. In order for you to fully accept this power in mastering its gift, you will first need to find out if your soul can accept it, with Vegeta asking, so what happens if by some chance my mind or my body reject this ritual that I will undergo, with Beerus responding, then simply put, you will be destroyed. I have no doubt that Whis is likely pushing Goku to his absolute limits and beyond, and so therefore, I will not fall behind and watch as his student eclipses mine, Beerus says. Through here, this is the entrance into the Palace of the Gods, with Vegeta responding, well, Kakarot isn't the only one looking to rise into reaching a new level, so he could forget about leaving me in the dust. He's got his hands full by meeting the top 5 strongest, so that's his problem to deal with. Though I will leave you with only one warning, Vegeta. Do not make me regret this decision. I will not be humiliated nor disrespected while at the presence of the other destroyers. Understand? Understood, Lord Beerus, Vegeta responds. Good. So now then, as with Beerus now being shown changing outfits, it was only upon having to do so where Beerus went on to continue, oh, I haven't had the chance to wear this outfit in a very long time. Come, let's see what the other gods will make of you inside. But then, it was just before having to pass through the portal where Beerus went on to stop Vegeta by telling him, oh no you don't, and just what do you think you're doing, Saiyan? You don't honestly expect to walk into the summit of the destroyer gods looking like that, do you? This is a very divine and holy place, mortal, so thus you will enter as such and not like that. I refuse to have you represent me in rags, Vegeta. So here, consider this a rare token from me. Now don't move or you'll mess everything up. To be an apprentice of mine, you must look like one first, Beerus says. To which, as we only then see with Beerus being shown pointing at Vegeta, how Vegeta had now changed outfits completely, in now being shown having to represent Beerus by also wearing a similar divine outfit. It was only from that point where Beerus went on to continue, you at least look much more presentable now than you did with those
He don't look
rags
cool with the
hanging off your
headband though.
body. So consider it a one-time favor from me to you. Well, what do you think? Can you feel the difference between what you had and what you have? This is, after all, a divine outfit made for a god, with Vegeta responding, it feels amazing, almost as though I can feel the power itself coursing through me while wearing this. So tell me, Lord Beerus, how will I know when this ritual is about to take place? Will I be required to act on something before it begins? With Beerus responding, you will know when you know, and that's all I'm going to say. Now let's go. I don't want to run late. Only speak when you are spoken to. You got that? Yes, Vegeta says. I understand. Oh, what a very strange portal. As upon the two them being shown having to pass through, it was only from that point where Vegeta went on to utter, wow, this is amazing, unbelievable. Oh, of course, I'm the last one to show up, Beerus utters. Nevertheless, welcome to the council chamber, Vegeta, in which it was only from there where we then see how all of the other 11 gods of destruction were sitting around the council chamber waiting for Beerus. It was only just when Beerus was being shown having to enter into the council chamber with Vegeta where Kitella went on to respond, of course, leave it up to Beerus to be late yet again. We would have died of old age waiting for you if you didn't decide to finally get up and do something, with Beerus responding, oh, you shut your mouth, mouse. I was a bit preoccupied, but now I'm here and I brought with me my protege who is looking to become my second in command. I remember that, Saiyan Belmont chimes in. Vegeta, was it so? He doesn't wish to take your place as a god of destruction, with Beerus responding, if the time comes for the torch to be passed, then it will be him who I pass it on to, he says. However, the question then becomes, he says, is his mortal body and spirit fit to harbor such divine power? And so that's why we are here, he adds, to see if he has what it takes to stand among the gods. And what makes you think this Saiyan is worthy of standing among the gods as your second, Beerus? The only mortal who has ever proven to stand as their destroyer second is that Pride Trooper Toppo from the 11th, Champa says. Well, this mortal here beat that Pride Trooper during the tournament. Remember, Beerus asks?
He did.
Vegeta has come very far since then, and in order for him to stand amongst the gods, we must first see if his mind and his body can be taken to the next level in order to truly see if he is worthy of handling such divinity. Which I don't think will be any sort of issue for him, considering the fact that this mortal has already dabbled into the realm of obtaining and using destructive energy before. Yes, I remember him. And what do you mean by dabbled into the realm of using destructive energy, Belmont asks. Surely you aren't implying that this Saiyan mortal is able to access and use the power of a god of destruction now, are you?
Oh shit.
I don't buy it, Jin chimes in. I don't sense such power coming from him. Hold on, Champa intervenes. So you're saying he already has access to a destroyer's power at will? So that means you must have been training him, weren't you, Beerus? I actually have, Beerus responds. But if I were to one day decide to step down from my position, then Vegeta here will be the one whom I'd want to take my place, he says. Even though he claims not to want my title, I still want to see if his soul is actually ready to accept what should already be clear to us all. So we shall see if he is ready, as Khalees went on to chime in. So if what Beerus here says is in fact true, what is your purpose and the reasons that drive you into walking down this path, Saiyan mortal? Why are you here, she asks. What is the goal that you wish to achieve by being here in front of us? With Vegeta being shown kneeling down in front of the gods by responding, well, out of respect, I didn't come here to lay claim over any of your titles, he says. My goal is simple, to become the best, the strongest in Universe 7, and to become what I was always destined to be. Number 1, I decided to walk down a different path than Kakarot and strive to become the best in my own way. And that is by following my own path in life, Vegeta continues. In order for me to stand as the mightiest, I am ready to face whatever challenge is needed in order for me to draw out my full potential in becoming whom I want to be. Though I am no longer the heartless monster that I once was when I was younger, I have learned to control my inner demons and draw them out only when I need to, he says. And although I have come a very long way since then, my hunger to become the best continues and my purpose remains. As it was only upon Vegeta now being shown standing back up and now unleashing the power of Ultra Ego onto the surface, it was only upon having to do so where Vegeta went on to continue, my journey and quest for greatness is far from being obtained, especially not before I go and find a way to master this power, he says. The ultimate power of the gods, and now I too have reached it, but I know that in my heart there is more to this power than meets the eye. And now that you can see that I too have similar power, I am ready to face my test, Vegeta says. And whatever it may be, I stand in its way to meet it. As the other gods of destruction went on to respond, his power is that of a god of destruction, Arax says. How was he able to reach such a level so quickly? With Likir responding, it was just as it was during the tournament. The Saiyan was
Chopper, you got Saiyans on your fucking universe, nigga. Train them.
Well, so you were training him, Champa went on to tell Beerus, but why? You never trained anyone before, let alone even taking the time to train yourself, so what gives, Beerus? How long have you been helping him? With Beerus responding, I have my reasons, Champa. Jealous? Revert back into your base form, Vegeta, Beerus utters. You've proven your worth simply by showing them the power you've acquired, but now it's time to see if you can truly accept destruction within your soul. Now Now then, Destroyers, we will see where he stands. Stay right where you are and don't move, Vegeta. For what is about to happen will be a test to see if you have the resolve to become one with destruction, Beerus continues. We will fire upon you a wave of destructive light and see if your soul can endure the divine nature of bearing such power, he says. And so now let the God of Destruction ritual commence. You will either become one of us or you will be destroyed, with Vegeta responding, I'm ready. Go for it. Gods of Destruction, fire, Beerus shouts.
Now this is a fire concept.
With all 12 gods of
This is fire.
Destruction now being shown shooting a destructive wave of light within Vegeta, Vegeta was only from that point then shown having to accept this power by remaining
That nigga
eerily
looks
calm
so
by
clean,
saying to
though. I ain't
himself,
gonna cap.
steady,
This is a fire
steady.
illustration.
What unbelievable energy, but I can't break my concentration now. I can feel it, he says. It's merging. Yes, Vegeta, this is what I wanted to see, Beerus chimes in. His body and spirit are accepting it. He's finally done it. In which all a while in the meantime, when then going back to Frieza and Cooler, we only from that point then see how Frieza had now finally brought Cooler to the hyperbolic time.
We know Cooler and Frieza. I'm gonna skim through it real quick. Oh, you showing the black form? The black form. I'm pretty sure Cooler saying, "Ooh, I want that form. I'm making my own," or something. You know.
It continues now back on Beerus's planet, with Ultra Ego Vegeta being shown having to observe his hand, as it would now seem as though Vegeta was onto something. That was when Vegeta went on to recognize this energy flowing within him by responding, "This power, I think I finally understand what it means to bear destructive energy and the mindset that is supposed to come with it. Lord Beerus always said that in order for this level of power to be used effectively, I would need to encapsulate the very nature of what it means to be a god of destruction. And if I was able to push myself into achieving Ultra Ego, then perhaps I can now do the same by evolving this level into what it's meant to be. And that's perfect, flawless, and explosive in every possible way. And so I think it's time," with Beerus having to chime in, "Hey, did I say you can stop and break your Hakai meditation, Saiyan? You're not finished, so close your eyes and get back to it, because if you don't, then those orbs of destruction will smash right into you," with Vegeta responding, "Actually, Lord Beerus, I think it's time that I release my inner destructive nature and evolve this form and take it to the next level."
Shit.
Oh, really,
What he talking
Vegeta? And so how exactly do you think you will be able to reach this new level that you speak of, Beerus asks. Surely you don't think you can hold out if you try, do you? But if you truly believe that you are ready to transcend the gods, then by all means show me, Vegeta. I want to see if you can do it, with Vegeta responding, "Oh, I can, Lord Beerus. Now watch and see." To which, as soon as Vegeta was now beginning to increase his power that much more, that was when Beerus went on to respond, "Wait a minute now. Is he really about to do this? Did the mortal truly discover a level that goes far beyond his Ultra Ego? Those orbs of destruction that I placed around him, his body is absorbing them," Beerus says. "Could the Saiyan truly have found a way to do as I instructed? Or better yet, will his mortal body even hold out long enough for him to ascend? I can feel his spirit beginning to change," Beerus says. "I can feel his energy growing more and more. Yes. Show me, Vegeta. Prove to me why you are worthy of being at my side." In which, as Vegeta from that point was shown powering up with his eyes beginning to change, there was indeed something special that was just about to take place, in which had garnered Beerus's full attention, in which had now prompted Beerus in having to leap on up by standing in front of Vegeta and continuing, "There, he's changing. Oh, so now one of two things are about to happen in a matter of moments. Either he will be destroyed from within, or he will truly shatter past his previous limits." And shatter beyond these limits he does, because with Vegeta being shown now beginning to visibly change in front of Beerus, was when Beerus had now gone as far as to acknowledge Vegeta's growth by continuing. I
shit.
always knew that you had it within you, Saiyan. I just never would have thought that it would come this soon. He listened and took what I said into mastering the power of a god. Now let's see what comes from this experience. As with Vegeta now being shown visibly changing, as a gigantic Hakai aura had now erupted in front of Beerus, was when Beerus went on to then continue. Who would have thought that I, of all gods, would have ever even considered taking up a mortal as my student? Certainly I never would have dreamed of it happening, but I knew that there was something about you that I could relate to, and that was your resolve and your will to always seek out greater levels of power.
I'm shaking in my boots right now, nigga.
Against that gas and granola when you did, you most certainly can use this power now to a greater degree, Saiyan. Now come forth and show the cosmos what you are truly capable of, Vegeta. To which that was exactly what Vegeta was beginning to do, because as Vegeta was now beginning to step out of the massive Hakai aura that was enveloping him, was when Beerus was from that point then shown smirking by responding, just look at this. What an incredibly destructive and massive power, Vegeta. You've done it. You were finally able to break through and do it. Well played, Saiyan. Well played. As lo and behold, finally having to stand in all his glory was where we had now seen Vegeta finally master the power of Ultra Ego, as Vegeta went on to then address Beerus by telling him, and so now, God of Destruction, at long last I've ascended.
I can't tell me that ain't fire, son. That ain't fire, son. You can't tell me that ain't fire, bro. The illustration is fire, son. He got the symbols on his chest, nigga.
This, Lord Beerus, is what lies within me. The true destructive force that I harbored, completely controlled. This is Ultra Ego mastered and perfected. Everything you've taught me has now led to this. So what do you think, Vegeta asks, with Beerus responding, yes, yes, look at you. Just look at what you've become, Saiyan. This was exactly what I wanted to see. This is what makes you worthy of standing at my side. You went and mastered it. You are far beyond what you could have ever have hoped to be before, Beerus says. I am truly impressed by what I see. I truly didn't think that you had what it took within you to evolve yourself this far, but yet here you stand with a greater level of destructive power than before. Good. But now the question becomes, if you truly are different than you were before, Beerus says, is your heart where it finally needs to be? As he had now begun to circle Vegeta around, that was when he went on to continue, or is this power simply for show and tell? Are you putting on an act, Vegeta, or have you truly become what I had intended on you becoming? Are you where you want to be, or is there anything holding you back? You certainly don't appear to be worried, he utters. Or maybe you should be, Vegeta. As within the quickness from behind Vegeta, with Beerus being shown attempting to
you ain't gonna shake that nigga, man.
Stopped momentarily in front of Vegeta to see what he was going to do, as Vegeta went on to respond, I can assure you, Lord Beerus, there is nothing about what I am now that's an act. I am right where I need to be, with Beerus responding, you didn't even move. It was as though you knew that I would stop. Interesting. Good. So your concentration hasn't been broken yet. Okay. Now you have me going, Vegeta. So how about we put this new power of yours to the test and see how good you've truly gotten now that you've mastered your Ultra Ego form, Beerus says.
What's up?
All the while, in the meantime, when then going back to Cooler and Frieza inside of the hyperbolic time chamber, it would only
that's Golden Cooler and Black
now
Frieza.
Being shown training very intensely was where Cooler was attempting to, just those two are going to destroy everything if this doesn't come to an end. I've never seen Lord Beerus this fired up in thousands of years, and that Saiyan as well. Just what kind of power did Lord Beerus help that Saiyan achieve? I've got to find a way and get off this planet while I still can, because those two maniacs are going to annihilate everything in the process. You two are going to destroy the entire universe.
He punching Beerus on the ground.
Shouts. Stop! up! Have you both lost your minds? As just then, with Beerus' body being shown crashing right near the Oracle Fish, as Beerus was seemingly enough looking as though he was in pain, that was when Beerus had gone as far as to now acknowledge the situation by responding, okay, now that one hurts. How did he even do that? Well, would you look at this, Beerus says. You actually dropped me with malice intent. I felt it in your heart. Good. This was the ruthlessness that I wanted to see come from you, Vegeta. It's not often where someone, let alone a mortal at that, is seen dropping a god of destruction in battle. That's right, Destroyer, and I will gladly do it again once you decide to dust yourself off and jump back into the fight, Vegeta says. All I could even think about right now is how I would want to destroy you. Fitting, isn't it? I never felt so alive, so thirsty for battle and mayhem. So, what's it going to be? With Beerus responding, that's the right attitude, Saiyan. This was just what I wanted out of you. Finally, after so many years of waiting for arrival, I was finally able to find it through you. And so you aren't the only one whose blood is boiling for battle, he responds. Now, let us resume, Saiyan. As with Beerus now being shown taking flight and once again dashing right back towards Vegeta, it was just upon being shown firing 2 Hakai balls directly at Vegeta, where they, instead of having to connect, flew away from him, with Vegeta responding, you missed. Did I happen to hit you that hard that you can't even focus straight, Lord Beerus? Where that was when Vegeta was shown having to catch Beerus's punch, with Beerus having to respond to Vegeta by telling him, don't let this power go to your head, Saiyan. You're strong, but you are still no god. I still have a few tricks up my sleeve, he grins. This is the fight that I wanted to get out of you, mortal. This was the power that I wanted to see be drawn from your soul. And so now that I did, tell me, are you getting worn out yet? With Vegeta responding, you must be dreaming if you think I'm going to stop and quit now while I'm ahead, he says. Even your aim is starting to get lousy, with Beerus responding, you should pay better attention, because who said that I missed, you fool? Now I got you. As indeed Beerus had purposely fired the 2 Hakai balls away from Vegeta and now being shown having to condense them forward, with the 2 orbs being shown smashing into Vegeta and creating a gigantic blast in front of Beerus, to where it was only upon seconds later through the smoke as Vegeta was shown still standing, where Beerus went on to continue, well, would you look at that? You're still standing despite taking 2 orbs of destruction head on while your guard was down. Normally, you would have either been dead or out cold, but you're actually still standing, and with fire in your heart. Yes, do you finally understand what it means to truly grow through pain, Vegeta? Unless, of course, you are selling me short, you are easily the strongest among the other gods, and it's not even close.
Ooh.
Of course, you're still no match for me, he says, but I guess we can make some exceptions.
Oh, I ain't. Wait, hold on, Beerus. I heard you wasn't the strongest. I heard it was Belmont. I heard Belmont was the strongest. For the longest, I heard it. Let me find out Beerus bluffing.
To the rules, wouldn't you agree? As if, Lord Beerus, why don't you just admit what we both already know, and that's that I am far stronger than you could ever hope to be. As it was just upon having to say this, with Vegeta being shown reverting back down to his base form, where Beerus went on to then continue, oh, is that right? Well, certainly not like that, you're not mortal. It looks like your body has entered a cooldown period in order to balance you out, so that way you don't overwork yourself. Interesting. Yes, you've finally done it. The Prince of Destruction Vegeta now at my side as the strongest among the gods. I don't care how much time Goku is given, Beerus says. His Ultra Instinct is nowhere near the raw strength of your mastered Ultra Ego. Though there are still a few more things to cover, he continues. I can still see that once powered down, you seem to be bothered by what's out there, he says. Well, nevertheless, request, we will hop right back to it so that way we can find out what that is, as it was only right then and there during that moment where the Beyond Dragon Ball Super story of the top 5 strongest warriors in the multiverse manga chapter number 21 special then comes to a close. Now,
look. That was fire. I ain't gonna lie. Them 2 little story arcs for Vegeta, the God Summon, and the new form, fire. I want to see how he gonna join Goku in the top 5 strongest, or he gonna help fight Frieza and Cooler or something. I don't know what the fuck. What's gonna happen first? I don't know with Vegeta. I want to see how he holds up against. I want to see how he holds up against the top 5 strongest. Can he do some damage? Can he put up a fight? I want to see that. Damn. All right, man. Like I said, the Buddha versus Goku fight. The next video, I might do that to Wednesday for sure. If not, maybe Tuesday. I don't know. Let's see. We'll see. But yeah, this was fire. I ain't gonna lie. Shout out to UnrealEntgaming. Shout out to one of my subscribers, Grand Priest. He always commented on these videos. He loved my reaction to these, so shout out to him. And if you like my reaction, make sure you like, comment, subscribe, and I'll catch you next time. Peace.